Hello my video ninjas. So you may have noticed recently that I've been flying my DJI Phantom a lot. I'm kind of obsessed with flying this thing, I'm kind of obsessed with shooting GoPro footage with it, and I've been having a blast. I've been flying it all over the place, all over the world in the last few months. That means I've crashed it more than once. If you're going to own one of these things, you're going to crash one of these things, and that is just inevitable. So this video is dedicated to my 5 crashes that I was able to catch on film, on tape, whatever. I also include some explanation as to why the hell I think I crashed and how possibly you can avoid doing the same. I'm trying to minimize your risk here so you can learn from my mistakes. Enjoy! This first crash takes place in Juneau, Alaska. The reason I crashed is because I think I waited too long to land it and I descended too quickly. So when your Phantom's running out of battery and you are descending from a height very quickly, if it has a low battery, it's going to take more time, more power for it to kind of stop itself. So I was descending very quickly and I reversed thrusters so I wouldn't slam into the ground, but just didn't have the juice, so it ended up skipping across the parking lot. So lesson 1 is watch your battery power and descend gently. Crash number 2 is also in Alaska. It's on Douglas Island, and what happened here is I was shooting in a forest and there was lots of obstacles, lots of branches. It was a pretty squirrely place to try to fly the Phantom, but I was trying to get some great footage of these old mining ruins, and I ascended into a bunch of branches, so I wasn't really paying attention to what I was doing enough, and I rose the Phantom into this tangle of branches, so you can see the result here. Lesson 2, don't crash into branches. Check what's above you as well as what's in front of you and side to side. You gotta be aware. So lesson 2, just be aware. Crash number 3. Now this takes place in Bellingham, Washington. I was filming the grain harvest of this barley field, and I crashed because I was coming in for the landing way too fast and at an angle. You can see from the shadow that the Phantom's pitched downward at this diagonal angle. Here I am landing, and it just like obliterates itself into the dust, which actually looks kind of cool, but probably isn't very good for the machinery. Lesson number 3. You need to land straight down. You need to descend straight down. Do not try to land when you're coming in at an angle when you have forward momentum. It's not gonna work. Crash number 4 comes to us on the Caribbean island of Curacao, and I believe what happened here was a combination of 1, descending too quickly with not enough battery power, but also the wind here was really strong. I was filming right on the beach on the ocean, and the breeze, the gusts of wind coming out the ocean were making it really hard to fly and capture footage, but I was trying to descend quickly because my Phantom was being pushed around. So lesson 4 for this would be don't fly in high wind, but it's kind of hard to avoid, so you really need to be gentle when you're flying in the wind and make sure you have enough battery power to descend, descend gently and do your thing, but flying in wind is really squirrely and can lead to a crash. Crash number 5 in this epic video of my 5 most epic crashes. This happened last week at the Venice Beach skate park. I'm filming the skateboarders, I'm having a great time, and there's this row of palm trees behind me. And you can see here that I rotate the Phantom and I just lose control of it because, when you're rotating this thing around, sometimes what was now forward is now left, and your spatial relations get all wonky. Everything flipped and my mind didn't catch up fast enough, so the Phantom rose, and I basically just made a mistake with the controller, and I slammed this thing right into the palm tree. And what you'll see is that it actually doesn't crash. It flips 2 times. It happens really quickly. It turns over 2 complete times in the air. I'm watching this. I'm freaking out.
Holy shit.
Okay, so the 5th and final lesson is A, don't fly close to palm trees, and B, practice your inverted flying, your inverted controls, so that way if you rotate, you don't lose control and you can remain in control of the Phantom, unlike me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something from my mistakes. I hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, happy flying. Try not to crash.